shudder. It made us shiver. And yes, it made us quiver. So what am I talking about? What is it that made a group, an online group of 63 members, to shudder, shiver, and quiver? Hi, this is Dr. Gideon For-mukwai, the story warrior, the guy who helps business owners to tell transformational stories that generate buzz and business. What was it that made this online group of 63 people from my village? Some of them live in Japan, some of them live in America, some live in France, in Germany, in England, and a vast majority of them live back home in Cameroon. Some are soldiers, some are state representatives, senators, some are electricians, some are teachers, telecommunication engineers, and ordinary folks like myself. This forum, it's a WhatsApp forum, by the way, seldom comes alive. Yes, we do come alive when somebody is getting married, when there's death in our village family, when someone has an emergency, we do come alive and we talk. But other than that, very often we'll just throw in some kind of videos that either we ignore or nobody pays attention. But last week, let me say this, last week, there was one video, one documentary that came up and it made everybody to shiver, shudder, and quiver. And I said shudder, not soda. I know some of you guys say I have an accent. Yes, I do have an accent. And I'll try to be careful. It made us quiver. It made us shiver. What was it about this documentary? I'll tell you before the end of this video. But I think that this documentary was designed in a way that it allowed everybody to chime in. People that never spoke on this forum came alive and spoke. People recorded videos or audio recordings, audio videos from Germany and shared with us. They were recorded, some were recorded in Yaoundé, Cameroon, some in Douala, Cameroon. I made like 3 or 4 contributions to that particular documentary. Other people that never speak on this forum, they were all talking. It got me thinking, what is it about this documentary that got everybody to quiver? But yes, when I use this word quiver, I want to justify it very quickly. By quiver, I mean that it made us to question who we are as Womnebit village. It made us to question something. Is there something that our parents didn't tell us? It made us to question who we are. Number 2, it allowed us to understand some historical activities that our parents used to practice. How they used to do fishing, how they used to sing and produce music with bamboo flutes. It was a fascinating video. Don't get me wrong, but that's not why it got everybody talking. And as I said, I will address that with you at the end of this video. Number 3, this video allowed us to retrospect, to introspect, more importantly, to look inward. Is there something in us that we don't quite know? Maybe we grew up too quick. We didn't always seek advice from our parents about who we are, about the definition of our neighborhoods. That introspection was very important because I heard the politicians chiming in. I heard the engineers. I heard people who are legal experts. They were all talking. Everybody was talking. Now, overwhelmingly was the men though, which I don't quite like. Most of the women didn't quite talk about this, but there was something about this video that got everybody talking. Number 4, it made us want to verify a little bit more about our history. As I said, it made us quiver. Q-U-I-V. The V stands for verify the past, verify the facts. Matter of fact, I am about to reach out to one of the legal minds on our village forum to verify who or what happened in the 1920s, 1930s. There's something that came up from this documentary that is pushing me to look back about 100 years, 1910, 1920s, to verify if there has been any change in the patterns, in the way that the people in this particular neighborhood that was characterized in this video. Is there something about them that we're missing? Where did we go wrong? Is it our generation? Is it our parents' generation? What happened? And the next number, which is VE, the E stands for educate. The video has educated us about the fact that there are parts of our village that we don't sufficiently know. It educated us on the historical aspects of living, of fishing, of farming that we were totally not very informed about. Some of them I heard about, but I never seen it demonstrated. And the last one, the R there stands for reflection. It is causing us to step back and reflect and to look for better ways to engage. So what was it about this video? The video or this documentary focused on one particular neighborhood that has been part of our village but pays allegiance to another village. And the people from that neighborhood are very unique in the way that they conduct themselves. And they don't want to pay taxes to our own chief. They pay taxes to a different village. They have a waterborne project, a pipe-borne water project that they have developed on their own. And they put together their own cultural event without informing the rest of the village. And that got all of us thinking. How could they live side by side with us and yet have a cultural event that alienates us? That's what got us thinking. You see, this video is not so much about my village, but it's rather about the power of a good story. The power of a good story to get people talking, to get people questioning, to get people learning, to get people excited, to get people reflecting. That's the power of a good story. And if you can do that, my dear friends, you are doing something really cool. And so what could I take from this village that I could share with you? What could I take from this video that I could share with you? It is the power of storytelling. The young man who produced that documentary was trained as a journalist. And by using some specific language, by painting certain pictures the way that he did, it got everyone's attention. And I want to leave you with 3 things that you could do to improve your own storytelling. As a business person, 3 things you could do. You could do a video that shares, a documentary that shares the story of some of your heroes. I call them the strong links, the people that move your company forward. Number 2, you could do a video that highlights the strong connectors within your organization. What is it that they bring to your organization every single day? The people that help you to build external linkages, those ones are the connectors. And also, more importantly, you also need to think about the unsung heroes, the weak links, who are working quietly in the shadows. We too need to know about their own stories. So once again, my dear friends, I just got really excited. I wanted to let you know, story matters. Once again, tell your story. Dare to tell your story, because he who tells their story is able to generate buzz and business. This is Dr. Gideon For-mukwai, the story warrior, the guy who helps small businesses to tell fascinating stories, interesting stories, engaging stories that generate buzz and business. Dare to tell your story today. Thank you.